I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's him only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Hey, where's that beer?
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
Going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, lord or no lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. Right.
Well, That too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry.
Good day.
Good day.
Greetings.
To you too.
I bought a book with you both.
Would you help me?
What?
With a couple, of course.
How are you?
Who else?
What do you mean? Could be better.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff's son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
Take her to the butcher.
We're messengers from Ratai. We were going to see Lord von Bergov, but we were ambushed.
You and that other dung heap on legs?
I swear it's true.
Look, I'm too old for fairy tales. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. We'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff, but I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
There'd have to be 2 of us. I couldn't manage to pick that.
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh? Well,
Maybe.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
An ale, as usual.
Easy, does it? Deep breath. We'll talk about it later.
So, I went to see my brother.
What are you waiting for? Hell to freeze over?
I was wondering if you'd lend me your...
Innkeeper, a beer!
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage to pick that size on my own. She stabbed some lights on the sunset. Easy does it. Deep breath.
I've got her.
My God, I'm done.
reckon you ain't going nowhere.
I've got her.
Game! Yeah. Went home already. Yahim! I told you, he's gone. Yahim! Stop shouting and have a drink.
Yeah? All right.
Give it here.
If I was you, I'd take it. Finished. Your turn. Money, money.
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
Greetings.
Aye,
I'm Henry.
I'll probably forget after a few... What do you want?
No.
Ask away.
I heard you're...
Indeed, even Lord...
Look, do you think
Invi-
it would...
Look, I'm not...
You must know you're
I-
odd. I'd like to...
No.
What's going on?
Part life's but...
Thanks.
Wait a moment. It occurred to me we... you know what?
You'd invite us.
You'd have to beat.
We'll see about that.
You... I'd be with you.
Oh. Fortuna, may the best player win.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Why the long face? Oh, I've just got this nasty premonition.
What? Oh, come on!
Did you hear about what happened?
One beer.
My God.
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an effort. Excuse me.
Somewhere she's out of sight.
Greetings.
To you two.
Going down nicely, is it?
God grant you health.
Two of us. I couldn't manage to pick that
I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye.
when she stamped.
Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own.
Easy does
But
it.
don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect... no more from me.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh,
What did I do to you?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to...
Innkeeper, a beer!
Look out! To success!
What did I do to you?
I
certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff.
Kann ich bestellen? I'm hungry.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by a pond? Out in the open?
What do you know about it?
More than you, judging by the shit you talk.
Damned insolence. You're just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Enjoy your meal.
Your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you curs!
You should be careful you don't get a beating first. You know what? I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
Well, here you have it. Enjoy.
Taking the time again.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions!
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
I'll kill you! That fella! He's the one!
Stop beating him!
Hey! Now you fucked up!
Lace him up! You asked for it!
Now we'll have you, you scum!
Unbelievable!
Fucking hell! Show what you're made of!
No one's ever really safe.
I'll hack your ass off! Nice hit!
Shame on you! What's the matter? Shit yourself?
Slice him up! It's right, this! You're dead! Bastard!
Let him have it!
Fucking die already!
Why'd you do it?
Oh, rip your ass open!
What do you want?
Slice him up!
Great! What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious! Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Lord von Berghoff!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight! What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. Well, come on. Are you blind? You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern. But I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-arsed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
I really need something to...
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
I have no money.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout you was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Oh well, it was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Oh, I just remembered. I really better...
Good luck.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone
God be with you.
took off and didn't even rob him.
I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Blessings to you.
Are you blind?
Hey, you're not allowed here. Well, what's it gonna be? That's right. But if anything's gone missing here, then you're in for it.
Don't cause any trouble, got it? What are you doing with that weapon? Slide it back under your belt. You see? It didn't even hurt. Now, you can leave that weapon where it belongs. Halt, search. Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me.
Come
I've got
on,
nothing to hide.
spread up. Everything in order. Carry on. Hey. Huh? Is your head made of wood? You can't be here. So, what'll it be? Leave here.
Greetings.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Are you whistling here? I'll be going. God be with you.
Take care of yourself.
God bless you.
Wait, do you see that horse? He's snooping around here looking for something to steal.
Damnation.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you. How's the watch going? Oh, I just... I really...
Good luck.
Damn!
Stop what you're doing with that lock right now! Halt!
Easy now! I surrender!
Now I'll show you. Tried to pick that lock, eh? Fucking thief!
Say that again, and you'll be picking your teeth off the ground with your broken fingers.
Shut your trap, you scoundrel! I won't be intimidated by a coward like you. Pay up, or I'll drag you to the pillory myself.
Eat shit!
Enough! You're no match for us, fucker! I've been waiting for you!
Thief! Do something about it! Don't hurt him!
You wanna try
Christ.
What are you waiting for? Surrender
Letting myself
immediately!
get beaten like that. What a disgrace.
Last chance to surrender peacefully.
The fucking thief.
Have it your way then! I'll beat you into submission!
Damn it.
Ah, my whole
Well,
body's
what's it
numb.
gonna be? Piss off.
Huh?
Go away now. I've had enough.
Any idea?
You're under arrest.
I'll go there.
Surrender now. Well, what'll it be?
Maybe next time.
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear...
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me.
And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
What's new in the county, Master?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean more?
I've been...
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
Thanks.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you, friend.
I'm trying to sleep here.
God bless you. What is it? Why are you skulking here?
Welcome. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from and for Tailor Bartuszak. I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Zhelyov. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here?
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Katharina. Herr von Berge does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trotsky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. The rest of the villagers are just peasants.
Where do you go for wares?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
I'll have a look at...
I'd like to discuss the price.
Gut, versuchen wir es.
Do you accept?
That's quite a sum. Lower your price a bit and we'll make a deal.
Satisfied?
What? Is this your first time haggling? We won't get nowhere at this rate, lad.
All right, I agree.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'd like to apologize for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
But you were better. If they hadn't dragged us apart, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
Aye, but you wouldn't avoid the stocks even so. People in the village don't like strangers, and my father is no different. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Zhelyov innkeeper is your man. Take care, friend.
I'll be right with you. Ave Maria.
Good to see
I
you.
ran into Agnes. Lord be with you.
Surprise me.
I'll have a look at your wear.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Have you come to break some more?
Take care. Farewell.
All right. See you later. Good day to you.
I wish you a pleasant day.
Same to you.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait. Greetings to you. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have any... Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Do you smell something, Doctor?
Hail Mary.
What is it you need?
Can I help you? Good day to you. And to you.
Put away that weapon. Is that supposed to be a threat? You are starting to scare me.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Well, if you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way! Might as well crawl into the pillory myself in that case.
And if I give you a thrashing, that's a better solution.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp. Will you?
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
This is tricky.
All right.
That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care. I don't have a spade.
Praise God.
Would you happen to have room for me? We're headed the same way.
Hop on. There's plenty of room.
Would you happen to have room for me? We're headed the same way.
Hop on. There's plenty of room. Oh! Stand!
Look out!
God bless.
Mind where you're going.
Don't shove!
And now... Now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water. The people there
God be
call
with you.
themselves the Blemmies. They have neither head nor neck. Their face is in the middle of their belly. And these Blemmies breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud. In the north, there's a land all covered with snow and rocks, where it's always night and green stars shine in the sky. There I saw some strange water monks who have fins instead of legs and fleshy cowls on their heads. If you want to hear more, give me a groschen or two. I won't even turn down a bit of soup.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What are you doing here?
Sound. What was that? Ah, so you're doing that.
How are things going?
The land is good. Apart from those assholes up on the hill, that ain't.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastard. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me. I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up, then. Those naughty Tackerite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off! You know? Mess with him. For stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
About the tack-off maypole.
Ask away.
Well, you don't need me for this, do you? Just send one of your farmhands.
It's not that simple. Maypoles are a big deal in these parts. We had one here too, just like in Toscovich. But those Tackerite stole ours. And our fella didn't manage to steal theirs. That's how it is every year. They're very proud of the maypole.
I reckon they'll be guarding the maypole, eh?
Aye. They're proper careful and keep a good eye on it. You'll have to be thoughtful and ask around. See what's going on over there.
Do you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to steal it?
What we need is the reed. I reckon you'll have to climb up and chop the top off.
All right. Climbing up there should be no problem.
There you go. But I reckon climbing up there will take a bit of time. So be careful none of those tackle fools spot you.
Come and hear something you won't believe. traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you.
Excuse me.
Greetings to you.
Mind where you're going.
Good day to you.
I don't like this. It's not usual for her to be gone so long.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl, and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Do you think anyone...
These are evil times, Henry. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there, and sometimes it takes her a while. I have a bad feeling about this.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
think you're doing here? Came to steal something, did you?
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? It was just a joke. It's funny. Right? Isn't it funny?
We'll see who has the last laugh when I call the guards.
You know what? Be on your way and stop bothering me.
Do you want to get the guards involved? Have it your way.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here. Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. It doesn't look to me like she ran off. More like she expected to come right back. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
You aren't supposed to touch that. Give up now, or I'll call the guard. You...
Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
First, I have to have something to pay back.
Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
bloody deep.
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
I'm almost as poor as that dead man there. I was just robbed of everything I had.
Well, that's some bad luck, losing everything twice in a row like that. So, what'll it be?
Why do you think that poor wretch is lying there? He was a friend. They robbed us both, but I managed to save myself.
Really? It just so happens I know him. He was a local, unlike you. So I reckon you're lying.
Well, we didn't know each other very long. But with God as my witness, I'm telling the truth.
Enough! Either you hand your things over to me, or I'll take them myself. Now you're going to get it!
Oh, there's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Greetings.
Have you seen a stray dog around?
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
Goodbye and good night.
I'll need to get a spade first.
Greetings. You're acting like a child.
want here, you yokel?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly, my baths are at your service.
Do you have some pretty girl here who could, keep me company?
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
Nah, that's too much. I won't pay that much for it.
I'm offering honest services at an honest price.
Show me your...
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
God be with you.
What do you have?
I didn't... Realise your head was that full of shit.
I'm dedicating my life.
What do you have for...
Fucking cuckoo. Hear that, folk?
What do you want?
I'll have a look.
Have a
Maybe
drink,
next time
old
then.
pal. It'll put some sense back into your head and chase away the demons.
You dare to call the mistress of my heart a demon? I beg your pardon.
Which one are you talking about anyway? Clara, Anna, or Leda? I can't keep up with all those girls of yours. Besides, we were both fucking most of them.
Have you no shame at all?
Hey, I just thought up this song. Listen. Chubby Clara never says no. These two fine lads gave her a go.
filthy
And when
again.
Clara had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit of rough.
The meter is way off, but as my Italian friend says, sbagliando si impara.
Your Italian friend? A travelling merchant you had one beer with? And as for my meter, listen properly. Chubby Clara never says no. These two fine lads gave her a go. And when Clara had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit of rough. See? It fits perfectly.
It does not fit. The stress is shifted to the wrong syllable in the second line, and in the last, you squashed 3 syllables into one iambus. I've heard tomcats wailing better songs.
Stick in the mud.
Bungler.
Nobody.
Barbarian.
Barbarian! Yes, and proud of it. Let's drink to that.
What are you two talking about then?
A peasant like you would never understand.
Watch your mouth, you impudent dog.
Or what? You'll smear it with that excrement under your fingernails? But let's bicker no more, stranger. Perhaps you can be our judge. What's your name?
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
It's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Come on, let's discuss it over a beer.
Man to man, poet to poet.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say I was...
Sit.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Honorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
And highborn.
Clever.
Experienced.
Intrepid.
Unique.
In short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man...
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
A lute! We need a lute!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane e una altra la lepre.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenter's in Troskowitz.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
God be with you, neighbour.
Greetings.